like 10 games for us, Joe? I feel like almost 20 good.
Yeah. Well, that's the problem.
No, but Samuel,
Well, he'll be with us.
and I'm thinking about the way like I'm struggling this year. They did this for like 12 straight years from like 5 and 27.
Yeah.
It's like so much respect for that. He just stuck it out, you know, year after year after year. It was in 25 to 27 games.
Yeah.
To me, I'm just so like numb to this now. Like, we just get through this game. I don't care what happens. We get through this game. One more game's on. Last year with the Bulldogs, and then the first 2 years with the Bulldogs, Joe. Every single day, I'm talking 5, 6 hours a day. Are you playing? Dave's like, give me a starting lineup. I go, I can't give you a starting lineup until 10 minutes later.
It's amazing. Well, it's better now. Better now. They're getting better. Welcome to Father Monin Field, the home of the University of Massachusetts Boston Beacons and the Boston College High School Eagles. We're here for the second game of the Eastern Massachusetts Amateur Baseball Classic. Game will pit the Intercity League against the Yawkey Amateur Baseball League. I'd like to thank you all for making the time, your schedules, to be here with us today. I'd like to remind you that the winner of this game will face off against the Cranberry League in the championship final game at 5 p.m. this afternoon. Starting lineup for the Intercity League. Left fielder, Bobby Lozano. Second batter in center field, Taylor Ferguson. The second baseman, Matt Nuzzo. First baseman, Ben Waldrop. The third baseman, Levi Ventura. In right field, Juan Parra. The catcher, Ted Juba. Justin Silvestri is the hitter. Charlie Yawkey is the shortstop. And the pitcher is Tony Anino. For the Yawkey Baseball League. Leading off, Matt Costanza, second base. Designated hitter, Ken Polanco. The left fielder, Sean Ryan. Catcher, Alex Joyce. Paul LaRock in center field. Hector Casconi at shortstop. Nick Stenopoulos at third base. Zach Nesbon at first base. Andy Gonzalez in right field. And the pitcher, Mike Smith. I'd like to ask all the players to please assemble on the first and third base line at this time. Could the players please assemble on the first and third base side? I'd like to ask you all to rise, remove your ball caps, and stand in honor of the United States of America as I sing our national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Let's play ball.
And welcome back to Monahan Park here at UMass Boston for Game 2 of the 2018 Eastern Mass All-Star Classic here on LSP. Sam Feely here with you. Sam Feely here with you. We got kind of a disjointed setup here today, so commentary won't be at the usual level if you're used to the LSP broadcast, but we'll keep you abreast of everything that's going on. Of course, we've got the video and the scorebook going on. The Cranberry League defeating the Park League 7-5 in our first semifinal. It was that puts Cranberry League at 7 wins all time in this tournament. The Boston Park League still without a win in the history of this tournament. Intercity League and Yawkey League facing off here in the second semifinal. These teams have faced each other twice, with each team winning once. With the Yawkey League outscoring the Intercity League 12-11 in those two games. Last meeting between these two teams in the tournament was the championship game of the 2015 tournament, in which the ICL won 6-3. That was at Campanelli Stadium in Brockton.
umpires for today's game. Behind the plate, Jared Doucette. At the first base side, Joe Peters. And on the third base line, Bobby Long.
So here's Bobby Lozano of the Wakefield Merchants to lead things off for the Intercity League.
Now batting, the leadoff batter from the Wakefield Merchants, Bobby Lozano. The left fielder, number 17, Lozano.
First pitch is skied into center field. And this will be caught for out number 1 on 1 pitch.
That's very economical. I screwed up a couple innings. I said, boy, this inning's rolling right along. Yeah, all right.
Sounds batting 442 for the Merchants this year in the ICL. Here's Taylor Ferguson of the Lexington Blue Sox. And
Now batting number 10, Taylor Ferguson, the center fielder.
Ferguson batting 400 with 1 homer and 6 RBIs. He fouls this into the screen to even the count at 1.
Battery for the Yawkey Baseball League, Mike Smith on the mound, and his battery mate is his teammate from the Brighton Braves, Alex Joyce.
Mike Smith, the pitcher for the Yawkey League, .65 ERA, second in the Yawkey League, as Matt Nuzzo swings and misses for strike 1.
Now batting the second baseman, number 7, Matt Nuzzo.
Nuzzo facing Smith, who's 6-0 with 50 strikeouts in 43 innings. He's behind 0-2. Foul tipped and hung on to by Joyce behind the plate for a 1-2-3 inning for Smith in the Yawkey League.
1-2-3 inning for Smith and the Yawkey League in the first inning, and it brings up the Yawkey League first hitters, Costanza, Polanco, and Ryan.
Alex Smith.
Don't mind me. I'm old.
Fred. Let's go. This me for Alex. This is us long.
Yeah.
Batting for the Yawkey League.
Battery for the Intercity League today, as we start this contest, Tony Anino, number 44, is the pitcher, and his catcher is number 22, Ted Gilbert. Lefty. It's sad to say that the Park League and the Premier League has a little bit of a bigger crowd.
What's the 3 players? 4 players tomorrow.
Yep. Leading off, representing the McKay Club in the Yawkey League, number 9, the second baseman, Matt Costanza.
This kid is such a steady player. He's got just a great baseball head. He doesn't look,
And he weighs about 140 pounds.
yeah, he doesn't look like a stud. He's got a sweet left-handed swing.
So you guys got lost. So you guys got lost. Two.
Strike it. One in the first, two, look at the third.
With one out, the designated hitter steps to the plate. Kenny Polanco, representing the Revere Rockies.
Put your hands, Kenny. Come on out.
Took an extra bounce.
The third batter for the Yawkey League, representing the McKay Club Beacons, number 4, Sean Ryan, the left fielder. Base hit for Ryan. And it brings up the cleanup hitter, the catcher, Alex Joyce, from the Brighton Braves. Joyce.
Did you tell Remy to go back to a post?
No, not yet. It's a big film.
Yeah, hopefully you can go to the final. Maybe after that. We kind of have no reason to go half. I can't. You guys can go. Not losing.
Oh, I just hung up there.
Oh, wow. That's it.
For the Yawkey League in the bottom of the first, no runs, 1 hit, 1 man left on base. No score at the end of 1 full inning of play.
That was a slightly faster first inning of this game.
Very, very. I'm not, like I said, I ruined it in the last game, so I'm not gonna speak.
They all need love. Give them the big ones.
If you missed it, the Cranberry League defeated the Boston Park League 7-5 in Game 1, and they will be here at 5 p.m. to await the winner of this contest. Stay tuned, stay around, full day of baseball left.
What's the name of your company again?
Local Sports Productions.
You can follow a live stream of this contest and the one at 5 o'clock on the internet. Local Sports Productions does a spectacular job of promoting amateur baseball. They do this every year for us, and we appreciate it.
Thanks, Dave. Oh, don't forget, they can view the games on demand anytime as well.
Now batting number 51, wearing his stirrups correctly, Ben Waldrop, the first baseman.
My other son was on the way here and got an accident. Phone was dying, swearing.
15, 16.
Big needs a toe. He came in one car. So we yeah. What? All I know is 93.
Now batting number 17,
He lives in Brighton.
Levi Ventura, the third baseman.
What's going on?
What's happening?
Now batting the center fielder for the Intercity League, number 8. I'm sorry, the right fielder, Juan Parra, number 8. Parra. Three up, three down here in the top of the second, no score.
He knows my first name.
No.
Dr.
He
O'Hara.
can remember my Go back.
Sorry I didn't get to any Mass Bay games. My schedule.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, oh, God, I remember.
He was so good.
I'm moving to Worcester though, so.
Before we had a final.
I'm still around.
So bad.
We're getting, we don't
You have leave it on that. I'll leave it on. You do that. I'll leave it on.
University. That's all right.
Who's the asshole?
Well, they did in the picture.
Yep.
Who's he?
I'll tell you in a second. 1 second.
That's what we have to do in the picture. 70 people over there.
Change every position.
Well, if they do that, I'm not following that. I'll announce what I have in the paper. They're not gonna give me changes.
It's Alex Mandris of the Reading Bulldogs.
Now on the mound for the Intercity League, Alex Mantres
Of the which?
Reading Bulldogs.
of the Reading Bulldogs. And he will pitch to Paul LaRock, the center fielder representing South Boston Saints.
Do Saints wear camo though?
They've got partial camos
Yeah, I know.
with the black.
It's kind of an awkward combination to have a solid black sleeveless jersey with camo sleeves.
It's an interesting look. A lot of construction over there, Joe, huh?
Yeah.
Now, DC High, do they?
Work the bat.
Field?
Oh, nice.
Oh! Oh!
They call this a all-star game for a reason, and that's one heck of a play by the shortstop, Hagori.
Hughie.
Yugi.
I will mess up from time to time. And I'm doing it on purpose now because Joe's.
Now batting the shortstop, number 3, Hector Casconi.
Wow.
That's a home run, boys and girls. Now batting Nick Stenopoulos, the third baseman. Stenopoulos.
Nice play.
Representing the Al Thomas Athletics, number 24, Zach Nussbaum, the first baseman.
Nope. Turn the cloud over a little more.
Yeah, right. It almost leaves them open dead. You know? No protection inside.
Well, that's why you didn't need
Yeah. See how you
Inside
call
corner.
One run on the home run by Gasconi, and there was one hit. Nobody left on base. At the end of 2 innings, Yawkey League 1, Intercity League nothing. You notice this ballpark is built along the same configurations as Fenway Park. 310 down the left field line, and the power alley in left center field, 379. 420, the deepest part of the ballpark, near the bullpens in center field, and the bullpen at right field is 380, and then of course goes down to the pesky pole at 301. This field was built with the contributions and dedication of many foundations and companies, and the Yawkey Foundation was at the forefront of that enterprise. Now pitching for the Yawkey Baseball League, representing the McKay Club Beacons, is Brian Curran.
No more responses. 17 guys.
That'll drive you crazy.
Yeah, well, it's fine. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Well, she did get the camera fixed. Well, thank you very much. I know you're out of the deal.
Bobby's on the grid too.
Oh, Barrett, yeah, if you see him, well, if he doesn't come up here, my car is right behind. Yeah, I drove it down. I didn't run anybody over.
Now batting the catcher, representing the Alabrandi Baseball Club, number 22, Ted Juba.
I woke up at 4:30 this morning, couldn't get back to sleep. Then I went back to sleep. I wake up at 9:45. I'm supposed to be here at 10. Quick shower. I got here, I made out pretty good. Only right around the corner.
Yeah.
Not to worry about it. BC, it's a guy, big.
Oh,
It's unbelievable. Drives me nuts. It's been a huge asset watching him. He had some fun against these Boston Knights. He beat them 3 times. Just so happened that every time he was coming to pitch, it was his day. So Boston took care of him one game, and we ended up, he didn't get the loss. We lost him in the 9th inning. Well, that's what it was, one of the losses. Yeah, I did. We should make a book on it. Well, so many other different, just a typical 30-plus guy. Oh, ow. I don't think I've ever seen so many people in one dugout in my life.
You can't even fit.
Easy. They brought the whole damn league.
you know, coaches is over.
With 1 out, the designated hitter, number 12, Justin Silvestro. is at the plate. Silvestro.
Two leagues changed their lineups at the last minute, 5 o'clock.
Especially when you get like 8 teams. So the clock.
Black League made 4 changes. Went to the finals 3 times.
Now batting, Charlie Yawkey. The shortstop, 23, Yawkey.
Now he's switching to the inside corner of the left too.
Yeah. That's weird, huh? Nice new chairs. Didn't have these last year. All right. I fell in slow motion too. Non-stop the ladder.
These chairs do help when you didn't get much sleep last night like I did.
Yeah, right. Well, I have no strength in my left leg. It's gone completely. It's all on courage. Actually, I'm doing a hell of a lot better than I was last year and the year before.
But you let us know in advance when you call.
I know.
No, but really though, what your friend said, keto diet, it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to get back on it, but I lost 25 pounds on a combination of keto and Pokemon Go. So.
Diets are a waste of time.
Well, here's the thing. Like, it's actually pretty easy. It's actually pretty easy to give up full sugar soda and pasta and bread.
Uh-huh.
The challenge for someone like me is emotional or boredom. So, yeah. But like you can find substitutes for a lot of your favorite foods, you know, on a low carb diet.
With 2 outs, Yawkey walks, and the top of the order comes to the plate. Bobby Lozano is the batter, number 17, the left fielder, Lozano.
Huh?
We get to talk to him, guys run around the fucking bases.
Trying to fall into the trap of the first game.
Yeah. Oh, he'll walk a lot of guys. He walks guys.
You say he hits guys, you didn't say he walks guys.
Oh, he does that too.
There you go.
He's old, he's 35. And we have the two oldest guys in the league. He's 35, yeah. Smith is 40. He's 35. And he's
Ooh.
Joe, are you in the game? Joe.
I don't know if Joe was ever in the game.
Joe Peters, come on.
He was good years ago,
Yeah.
but
I mean, he's so overrated.
You know the mic's live, right? The mic's live.
I keep forgetting.
I've always liked him though.
I love Joe
Tie game. Why did he hold it first? Wow.
What was he doing? I thought you just see, like, why is nobody running? It's like, where do you go?
He must have missed first base, maybe?
Yeah, walks will kill you. That's his full time.
He had to have missed first, I'm guessing.
Walks and errors.
Can charge an error on a base runner, that would be one. Eric's got power though. Like right there. Well, hung
That
up.
was Taylor Ferguson flying to left field and the inning, but not before one run comes across on a base hit. There was a man left on base. At the end of 2.5 innings of play, 1-1.
Hey, can I ask you something? What's your name again?
Dan.
Dan. Are your buddies making like food or drink runs anytime soon?
Not that I know of. One
Okay.
of my players had just gone like 2
Okay.
hours ago. And he
Yeah,
finally got back.
I know you mentioned.
No.
I was just hoping they could get me like a strawberry energy punch from Dunkin',
Yeah.
just so I could perk up a little bit. And I don't want to leave my post or
Yeah,
anything.
I can text one of them because I think a couple of them are coming back. I just
Yeah,
don't
sure.
know where they went.
Let me see how much cash I have though, because like I have money just on my
Yeah.
debit card.
Yeah.
I can Venmo them.
A couple bucks.
Yeah, it's actually a foreign change usually. So.
You guy in the mound for them?
Yeah, I'll tell you in a second. That is.
They're going with one inning.
Well, I mean, when you have, half the league on the roster. Tell you a second one. 19.
All right.
That is Joe McGuire of the Wakefield Merchants.
Thank you.
Now pitching for the Intercity League, Joe McGuire of the Wakefield Merchants. McGuire on the mound. Yawkey League will send up 9-1-2 in their half of the third inning. Leading off for the Yawkey Baseball League, the number 9 batter, the right fielder representing the Charlestown Townies, Andy Gonzalez.
That would make sense. Right. Well, North Andover has that football field now. It's all
Look at that bat being put together here.
Yeah, not bad. One of my corner players.
Now batting, the leadoff batter, and the second baseman, number 9, Matt Costanza.
It's another one of our pitchers.
Have a Red Sox update for you, by the way. JD homers in the bottom of the 4th to give the Red Sox a 1-0 lead.
Is that like 30 homers?
Just dongers.
He is unbelievable. He's absolutely amazing.
I was really worried he wasn't going to live up to the contract.
He's been essentially the best hitter in like past 3 years.
Yeah, he's been our best free agent signing basically since Manny and Damon.
He's amazing, and he's got a great, cool attitude.
Yep.
Supposedly he's a big clubhouse guy too.
Yeah, yeah. Helps out the younger players, which is a great thing.
You're just always concerned about signing a guy who's going into his age 31 season to that much money. Like Price is the same way.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: it's like with David Price, like he's got the option after this year.
He does, yeah.
I like in terms of like the dynamic between him and the Boston media. There's obviously that incentive to opt out, but like, where is he going to get a deal as good as the one he has now if he opts out?
No doubt.
He ain't going anywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Kenny Polanco from the Revere Rockies.
I mean, regardless of where he's gone, he's always struggled in the postseason, except as a reliever, which is really
Well,
weird.
did he look good as a reliever?
Yeah, but like, he's never won a game in the postseason as a starter.
I don't think he would mind being a reliever, actually.
Like for a career, like if we don't re-sign Kimbrel, he becomes our closer or something.
Right?
Honestly, I'd back up the truck for Kimbrel, Sale,
Oh, I would.
and Mookie.
3 up, 3 down for the Yawkey lead. No score in the
Mookie's gotta get
third
that whole
inning,
truck.
and the score holds at
He's gonna be in the
Wait,
1-1.
truck singular? Truck singular?
He's giving. He's gonna get paid 300 something mil.
Okay, so in the next couple years, the 3 most expensive contracts in baseball will be, in order, Trout, Harper, Mookie.
I think Mookie's gonna get more than Harper.
You have a point there.
I don't know if anyone's gonna risk that money on Harper anymore.
That is for the Intercity League in the 4th inning of play. We have Nuzzo, Waldrop, Ventura.
Imagine, not even the All-Star break.
He's almost got like 80 RBIs too.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a season.
Yeah. It's a solid season for him.
Well, he just had a 162 game stretch with 60 homers and 160 RBIs, basically.
Every time he comes up to the plate, it's like
What's
it's
next?
gonna be a base hit. No matter where it is.
Let me pitch one out.
That was Matt Nuzzo flying out to center field. Now batting number 51, the first baseman, Ben Waldrop.
Couple big dudes.
Yeah, Waldrop's been a find for the Chiefs this year. He leads the league in home runs. I mean, obviously it's not. I mean, the Chiefs, like, I think given the power that the Chiefs have had, I think playing at Maplewood sells their hitting short. Because you obviously benefit from playing at a home ballpark that, you know, it's shorter down,
Yeah,
it's
they
shorter
have a
to
fence,
dead
yeah.
center
Yeah.
than it is down the lines. But that doesn't stop the fact that they can just yam on the ball.
Right.
It's just like, one second, let me bring up the Intercity League stats and watch your lips. Okay, so the Andre Chiefs have hit 16 home runs in 18 games, okay? The next closest is my team, the Blue Sox. We've played 15 games, we've hit 8 home runs.
And we don't have that advantage. We don't have enclosed fields
Yep.
in the Yawkey League.
No, that's... I thought it was going into the gap. Nope. I mean, it's weird. You have a field like Maplewood, and then you have fields like Walsh at Wakefield High,
Yeah.
where it's just cavernous out there.
Number 17, Levi Ventura, the third baseman at the plate.
We had Justin Silvestro, the DH for this game, had a hit at Walsh a couple weeks ago. It was initially, I know it was just this past Sunday, it was initially ruled a double, then it was ruled a home run, then it was ruled a ground rule double. Because,
Why so many changes?
I'll tell you why. Because at Walsh, there's all these like trees that hang over the outfield fence.
Yeah.
So, like I don't know the exact ground rules at Walsh, but like we at least used to have a similar situation at Lexington High, where until a couple of years ago, where we actually either cut down a tree or we trimmed it. But we had a tree that hung out over right center field.
That kills it.
And oh my goodness, that's gonna hang up. The wind's blowing in,
Yeah.
so no wonder.
Usually does.
3 fly ball outs. That ends the inning. No score in the top of the third by the Intercity League. 1-1.
Halfway home, and it's not even an hour old.
Yeah.
Kind of a contrast from the last
I'm
game.
not going to make a word.
Well, now that I said that,
You can say it. No, I'm the jinx. I'm the jinx.
3, 4, 5 for the Yawkey League. Ryan, Joyce, and LaRock.
I'll tell you the new picture in a second.
One second. That would be Kyle Ottilio of the Melrose Americans.
Now pitching for the Intercity League, representing the Melrose Americans, Kyle Ottilio. Ottilio on the mound for the Intercity League. Leading off, number 4, the left fielder, representing the McKay Club, Sean Ryan.
Yep. 0-1.
Hold on. Uh-oh, there's a change here. No, that's because.
Now batting, the catcher, representing the Brighton Braves, Alex Joyce. Joyce. With 1 out, Alex Joyce takes a walk, and it brings up Paul LaRock, the center fielder. And we have a pinch runner from the McKay Club, number 2, Justin Johnson.
Blue jersey smell nice. Brian Curran, who pitched the last 2 innings, is a former UMass guy.
Yeah, that's right. I've seen him at our alumni event a couple times. Good guy.
Now batting, a man who hit the home run in the 2nd inning, Hector Casconi, the shortstop. That team was on my first floor over the years. Right out. No runs, no hits, 1 man left on base at the end of 4 complete innings of play. The Intercity League 1, the Yawkey League 1. We played 7 innings in this tournament, and as I said earlier, the Cranberry League will return for a game against the winner of this contest at 5 p.m. today. You're all welcome to attend. And we thank you all very much for taking the time out of your busy schedules to be with us today. This is a tradition that started in 2012, and we're very proud of the 4 baseball leagues that are represented here. Their managers, league presidents, and boards of directors. And congratulations on great seasons in baseball. Once again, local sports production is live streaming the game, and you can do this on demand. You can look the games up on demand when you get home.
Another new guy, huh?
Well, we got a lot of new guys actually. Got some Storm Sabres in there now.
Kindly ask that managers get changes up to the press box so we're not introducing the wrong people and embarrassing ourselves. Thank you.
From South Boston, I know that.
I think it's more and more common.
Looks like it's Will Westman, number 55, right? Yeah, it's Will Westman. This is still Juan Parra batting.
Now pitching for the Yawkey League, Will Westman, South Boston Saints.
Got no response yet.
No worries.
These kids are assholes.
Live mic.
Maybe put up a sign that says like.
Now batting number 8 in right field, Juan Parra.
Oh, what time actually this morning is.
Oh yeah. What is it? Like an hour? Hour and a half? Actually out of here.
Problem with that night thing is go over the house with the guy that look at it, find something, whatever.
Now batting, representing Alabrendi's 22, Ted Juba, the catcher.
Mr. Coach.
You in that stand?
Dr. Barrett,
Mr.
how the hell are you?
Mr. Benson with the ATM.
Buddy?
I've messed up countless times. The Zuvia? Or chocolate fade.
Milk chocolate is for schmucks.
No milk chocolate, like dark chocolate.
Dark chocolate's actually quasi-healthy.
Quasi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quasimodo.
Talk to a diabetic about that.
Well, yeah, but it's not going to do you in as much as
No.
nearly as much as milk chocolate.
First day back at
And don't get me started on white chocolate. All 4?
I might remember.
Juba takes a walk,
We got a pinch hitter. 1 second.
and
I'll get it for you.
we will have a pinch runner for Juba. And it brings up Justin Silvestro.
No, it's not Silvestro. It's not Silvestro. 1 second.
No, it's not Silvestro.
Hang on.
Clocked in, texted him, I was like, where's the card? Never responded, so I drove back over here. Yeah, there was no box where it usually is.
The pinch hitter is John Jennings of the Melrose Americans.
John Jennings now batting from Melrose. Jennings. Thank you.
He's a dink. He was crying about like the laundry there.
Melrose singles, and the pinch runner goes along to third base. Still Charlie Yawkey.
Yeah, that's it.
Now batting number 23, Charlie Yawkey. 2 on, 1 out here in the 5th inning.
Yep.
The pinch runner, by the way, is Jake Santolo of the Somerville Royals.
Jake, what's his
No, hang on. No, don't announce that.
No. All right, I was gonna say that. That's just.
Yeah, it's Nick Valdario of the Somerville Royals at third. Nope.
He made a pretty good play, I showed earlier. See baby Kevin? He's like he's a
Sacrifice fly breaks the tie. It's now 2-1 in favor of the Intercity League.
He's a 6-string second baseman.
And it brings up Bobby Lascano, the left fielder. Lead off batter.
So it was Nick Valdario was the pinch runner from the Somerville Royals.
Nick Valdario was the man who plated the run from the Somerville Royals.
Was yesterday? We were in bed for like 25 minutes to get there, and there was like 18 helicopters for like fire down. 8 alarm fire. Yeah. Bananas.
Is this active?
No.
Oh.
That was yesterday in Everett.
Okay.
When you go clock out.
I texted him.
I'm hoping he doesn't drive one into the gap and hit the pitchers going to the bullpen. On delay. Avante. What did I just say?
Got the gap there.
Second, third. Lozano was the reigning MVP in the ICL.
That kid?
Lozano, yeah.
Lozano with a second hit, a double, sends runners to second and third with 2 out, and it brings up Taylor.
No, it's not Taylor
No,
Ferguson.
a new batter.
It's Dave Center of the Melrose Americans.
Dave Center of the Melrose Mariners.
Americans.
Americans. Center.
Center, yes.
Dave Center from the Melrose Americans at the plate. Men at second and third. 1 run in. 2 out. 1 run on 2 base hits. There was a man left on base. At the end of 4.5 innings of play, 2-1 Intercity League.
I don't need it. We don't need the card for this event. The cards are paying down, especially for us. Running out of games, the thing.
He got him. He got him.
Yeah.
Look at the replay.
He was out.
7, 8, 9 for the Yawkey League coming up.
So where is? So if you go outside, it's all the way over there. Yeah.
We have another 22 behind the plate.
1 second. No, it's not. It's
No,
not
Juba's
Juba.
done.
It's the same gear, same type of uniform.
Well, it's red numbers instead of white.
Juba.
I'll tell you a second.
They pinch transfer Juba, he's out. No free substitution. Unless they're changing the rules as they go along.
Gazubia.
No, that's another thing.
That is Chris Bosco of the Reading Bulldogs.
The catcher
The catcher, yeah.
and the pitcher.
Chris
Chris Bosco is now behind the plate.
And that's the same pitcher as last time
Oh,
for
okay,
the
thank you.
Americans. There appears to be some changes in the outfield.
Yeah.
Blue Sox player is in right. I can't tell who it is. And
Yeah, I'm not going to do field changes. Get them when they come up to the plate.
And I think you click on it. And I think you click on the eye and you swipe on it.
so center stays in left field after pinch hitting.
Zach Nussbaum at the plate, first baseman.
1-0 with 1 out. 2-0.
2 outs?
No, 2-0 with
Oh, 2 outs. Okay.
1 out.
1 out. Yep.
How's everybody at home, buddy?
They're good.
Yeah.
Dad's working, I was like, you would come by.
Jackie Walker? Jack McLaughlin is at the plate, excuse me. McLaughlin for the Brighton Braves. All sorts of changes.
Really had like a one. Hers was like a, I don't know, like wider than
We don't have crosses.
Ross Zamparelli is pinch running at first. Wait, hang on a second. Let me just make sure that. Yeah, Ross Zamparelli of the Brighton Black Sox is pinch running at first.
Ross Zamparelli now pinch running at first base.
We got a new batter here.
Yeah, and Christian Quigley of the Brighton Black Sox. is at
Christian
bat.
Quigley of the Black Sox is at the plate.
nice. There you go.
Oh,
nice.
Right call, but great play.
Yeah.
It's an all Andre Chiefs infield now. That was Nate Witkowski making the stab at short.
Reserves kept typing. Typing the last one.
Matt Costanza from the McKay Club at the plate.
Rainbow. So it's Nate Witkowski at short, and Matt Nuzzo has moved from short to second.
Oh, when they come in at the plate.
I've seen a lot of close plays.
Alright, so the umpire the other way, football, halfway to the plate.
Oh, yeah, you said that, yeah.
No runs, no hits, 1 man left on base. At the end of 5 complete innings of play. Intercity League 2, Yawkey Baseball League 1.
This is exactly what we did 2 years ago.
And I was using more for the bounce ball being second base because it's a
2, 3, 4 due up for the Intercity League in their half of the 6th inning.
I'm sure they'll drive you. You have literally an hour and a half. And someone that's along the list. The next game's at 5. So it's not going to end. It'll end in probably 45 minutes.
Now pitching for the Yawkey Baseball League, representing the Revere Rockies, John Shepard.
So this is center, who was at bat when the play was made in the inning.
Leading off for the Intercity League in the 6th inning of play, Dave Center.
How's it going?
Number 13, Center.
No, it's just so disorganized with no rosters or anything.
That's what we're calling you for, to see if you were leaving.
No.
I'm like, do your work. I know. I just asked you to do a favor.
Sure.
I said no. I said, okay.
Yes. Not me.
I just don't have a roster for the Cranberry League, that's the thing. So, anyways.
Yeah, we got the roster, three different rosters at 5 o'clock here.
Oh, I do. Well, from my angle, I thought he got him. Oh, he never touched
This is
it.
a different guy too, right?
No, this is still Nuzzo, right? Yes. Still
Number
Nuzzo.
7, Matt Nuzzo, the second baseman. Nuzzo.
Oh, whoops. It's too bad.
First at bat, first pitch.
It's too bad because center's a great RBI man. That took away a chance for him.
What about my first bet? You think that was straight to?
Yeah, took a run away, took an opportunity away for center.
I'm not gonna do.
That's RBI man in the league right now.
It's too confusing.
We were talking during the park league game about how the disproportionate number of triples it hit in the park league because the fields are so cavernous and there are no walls at most of the fields. Like, I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah.
Number 51, the first baseman, Ben Waldrep. Waldrep.
Okay. Well, if you have spare rosters for the Cranberry League, it'll help. 1, 2, 3, inning.
Nothing across for the Intercity League in the sixth inning.
If he throws it away,
Score
then
remains
I'm not changing it.
2-1, Intercity League. The Yawkey League has 2-3-4 coming up in their sixth inning.
Thank you. Oh, are we not all-stars this year like we were in past years? Are we not all-stars like we were in past years? No, it's fine, it's fine. I was just... Yeah.
I thought, I actually just think
I mean, honestly, for your position, it's either you or Christian. Christian's... no, Anthony's the one for the Bulldogs, right? Anthony, that's what I meant. Or maybe Christian. Kevin's that.
Kevin's still
That's
Yeah.
Gottesman. Ben Gottesman.
That was here, so.
Goslin.
Gottesman.
Ben Gottesman is now on the mound for the Intercity League. Gottesman.
Yeah, I love names like that, but like a couple of years ago, there was we had a team dinner at the Scoreboard in Woburn, and it was during the All-Star break, and so obviously there's no real sports on, so they had ESPN on in the background, and it's like a CrossFit competition, and they have this a couple of these female CrossFit athletes. One's last name is Thor's daughter, and the other's last name is Odin's daughter. Those are like the most. If you had to come up with a name for
Now batting, number 17, Kenny Polanco, the designated hitter. Revere Rockies, Kenny Polanco.
Who's Lamar Ray playing for in this game? But
Not. I don't think he's in.
wow, that's kind of surprising because he deserves to be an all-star in all 4 leagues.
Yeah.
He's just been phenomenal. I mean, we saw it firsthand the other night.
The Intercity League has half of the league over there.
Peace. Well, that's what happens when you have the same team for the battery in an all-star game.
I don't want to say anything.
Now batting, number 5, Alex Wong, representing Revere Rockies.
Would we start early,
Wong.
or are we definitely going to start at 5 for the final? Okay.
We'll start at 5.
Okay. Oh, nice. Oh. We had some nice defensive plays today. That was almost another one, but
Now this is.
yep. 60 for East Boston.
East Boston, yeah.
Riley McGee, maybe? What is it? I think it's Riley.
Whoever they need, whoever they catch.
Yeah.
I believe it's Riley McGee.
Won't have it, don't have it, won't have it. I'm embarrassed.
Let's talk that out.
Get them to this. Get the changes to me.
Yeah, it's definitely McGee. He's listed as 33 on the roster. 2-1, by the way.
It is a catcher, Riley McGee.
Now batting Riley McGee.
Welcome back.
I'm not sure anyone you
Save it for the winner.
Now batting, representing L. Thomas Athletics, number 12, Jake Bean.
Are baseball bats varnished or something so you can't actually use them for firewood?
No, we use them all.
Oh, you do?
Shoot him out. There you go, Bosco. Nice job.
Oh, yeah. Oh!
He dropped the ball.
Oh, man. He dropped it because it was too low and it went right into him with the runner coming into him. If it's at his shoulder, he's out. 1-0 the count. 1-0 the count.
I have a pickup truck.
So tying run in scoring position.
I have to carry for the gas station. That's most a third of like
Derek was
Mazzaro.
That looked good.
I have like 500 pounds, 45
Tying run, scoring position. Go ahead, run at the plate. Full count.
most of the trucks here, I drove them, someone else, I'll find someone who shows up.
We'll have to tie the game.
Single scores the tying run. Now batting, representing the Stoneham Sabres, number 12, Derek Pizarro. The shortstop, Pizarro.
Good job, Cleo Thomas, kid. Do you want to hear youngsters show?
Yeah.
How old is he?
I just turned 21 Tuesday.
Good boy. Nice hit. Had that base going.
On deck is Chris Tyler.
It was a ball, too. So 2 and 1 runner scoring position, 1 and 2 runner first.
Nice fight.
Would you run him on 1 and 2?
The sheds.
Make him come to you. Oh!
Look at the knob. At least he had the, what do you call it?
Yeah, that sounded like it had wood.
Now batting, number 28, representing the Revere Rockies, Chris Hottery.
I think that's what Rick D'Angelo was
Pottery.
arguing, that it hit wood. It hit the knob of his bat. Or, no, now. Gonna come out.
We've got 1,001 pitches out this. We got the whole friggin' not sure.
You throw a guy a pitch for us.
I know, huh?
Hottery steps to the plate with 2 men on and 2 men out.
And go.
Nice stop, catcher. Got a pretty darn good crowd here too. Both games. We've had great crowds. Too high.
In the bottom half of the 6th inning, 1 run on 2 base hits. There were 2 men left on base. The Yawkey League ties it up at 2-2. Amateur baseball athletics at its best today. We got a 2-2 ball game going into the 7th inning. We play 7 innings in the tournament. The winner of this game will face off against the Cranberry Baseball League, and that game will begin at 5 p.m. right here at Father Monin Field.
Check again.
Like Zach said he was warming up.
Once again, we'd like to thank our umpiring crew doing their 2nd game in a row. At home plate, Jared Doucette, Bobby Long down the Bobby Long down the 3rd base line, and Joe Peters over at first.
This isn't Ventura. New guy. You know this kid?
Yeah, 1 second.
All right, yep. You've been a great help, thank you.
No worries. I got the roster right here now. So, this is Dylan Coster of the Wakefield Merchants.
Now batting, Dylan Costa of the Wakefield Merchants. Costa.
2-1.
Either way, it would just have to be tomorrow. We have or it can be, daddy's son.
Wants that all back.
We'll count to the ICL's leading hitter.
No stop on that.
Let's go.
No stop on that sucker.
Coster batting .592 coming into today. I was batting over 700 at the beginning of the month. Hmm?
I said that's quite a year.
Where does he go to school?
That's Aaron Barboza. Aaron Barboza.
Come on, boss. That was a bunt and a half.
That's Barboza.
Aaron Barboza.
Aaron Barboza with the bunt single. First and second, no outs.
Coster goes to Assumption.
This is what?
This is Bosco.
Chris Bosco at the plate. Another bunt.
Come on now. Bad head up.
This is John Jennings.
Now batting, John Jennings. That base hit brings in the lead run. 3-2. First and third.
What we have here?
Nate Witkowski of the Andre
Nate
Chiefs.
Witkowski of Andre.
Lozano again.
Now batting 17. Bobby Lozano, the left fielder. 2 for 3 on the day.
Go, Bob.
That hit him.
Yeah. Yep. Hit batter will load the bases.
Josue Feliciano.
Josue Feliciano
The Blue
at
Sox.
the plate. He's played in every league too.
Mm-hmm. But this year he's just playing in the
Yeah.
ICL. Doubt you're going to be bunting in this situation, Sway. You know, one of the lines I'll always remember is, "I wish I loved anything as much as Josue Feliciano loves bunting."
Uh-huh. That was right there, bro. Right there.
You're definitely not going to be bunting with 2 strikes.
No.
Bases loaded.
Bases loaded. Got to get one up the middle here. Not there. Tried to bring it back over the plate there. Tried to frame it.
Yeah!
Ah! No! Just out in front. Josue Feliciano had a walk-off bunt single to win the ICL championship 3 years ago. Suicide squeeze.
Wow.
Ooh. All right.
So the Intercity League scores that big run on 3 base hits. They left the bases loaded, but they take a 2-1 lead,
3-2.
3-2 lead, excuse me, into the bottom of the 7th.
So it looks like it's going to be Manny Del Carmen pitching. I think that's Del Carmen coming in.
Well, I've seen a body of work though, so.
Yeah, that's Manny Del Carmen.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
Now pitching for the Intercity League, Manny Del Carmen.
Do you? No. No? No, I know. I'm telling you, I quit. He'd rather go that way. Yeah. A couple times I've seen him bounce once he was slow on the right side. But it's like, he positions it perfect. Oh, is it? Yeah.
You're not looking to publish these statistics, are you?
No,
Because
no. I'm not doing the write-up.
I don't even have, I've been keeping,
No,
because of all the changes.
No, I understand. I understand.
Yeah. The names aren't even in the book because it's just such a mess. All I was interested in doing is not embarrassing myself and the players. Leading off for the Yawkey Baseball League in the bottom of the 7th inning, number 13, representing the Stoneham Sabres, Angelo Colucci, the first baseman, Colucci. This could be academic. Facing a former pro. Well, there's actually 3 pros in the game today.
Some cheese. Cheese. Drop. That's a hit.
That's it.
What did you say, Dave?
Yeah, that's good, I'm glad I did that. Glad I said that. What do we have here?
Same guy who was up last time in the slot. We're gonna have another pinch runner. 24 from East Boston.
Now batting Christian Quigley, number 10, representing the Brighton Sox. Quigley.
Went around.
He did.
That's gotta go forward, not backward.
Square now.
No punting now.
No, you wouldn't think so.
Steal.
Right behind my house. I have a gate in my fence. Like that. My neighbor's backyard. I don't have to go anywhere else. Crawl home.
Yep.
Leadoff batter number 9, second baseman, McKay Club Beacons, Matt Costanza.
He sees that side of the plate okay.
Yeah, that side is there, right? The other.
And that's your ball game. Manny Del Carmen gets the save in the second semifinal of the 2018 Eastern Mass Amateur Baseball All-Star Classic. The ICL picks up 3 runs on 6 hits. The Yawkey League picks up 2 runs on 5 hits. So we'll be back in about an hour and 10 minutes with the championship game of the Eastern Mass All-Star Classic between the Intercity League and the Cranberry League. And the Intercity League in those matchups against the Cranberry League, even split, almost in completely even split, 2-2. They've outscored the Cranberry League 26-24. And their last meeting was last year, in which the Cranberry League walked off the ICL on a bases-loaded walk. So the Intercity League looking for revenge to take the championship this year. So with that said, there's been a presentation of local sport production serving Greater Boston student athletes since 2011. Copyright 2018, unauthorized redistribution of any portion of this broadcast without the express written permission of local sports productions is strictly prohibited. LSP's next broadcast in an hour and 10 minutes with the championship game of the Eastern Mass All-Star Classic between the Yawkey League, between the Intercity League and the Cranberry League. Watch the game live at localsportsproductions.com/live and stream the game the next day at localsportsproductions.com/on-demand or on the LSP YouTube channel, or buy a DVD of the game at the LSP store. And be sure to follow LSP on the web, localsportsproductions.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Patreon LSP37, Snapchat LSP Media, and subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel. Once again, the final score from Monan Park at UMass Boston and Boston, Mass. It is the Intercity League All-Stars 3 and the Yawkey League All-Stars 2. My name is Sam Feely. Reminding you freelance isn't free. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you in a little more than an hour.